following WhatsApp's December victory against NSO Group, the Israeli creator of a potent cyberweapon. A new threat emerged, involving Paragon Solutions, another Israeli firm with contracts with various democratic governments, including the United States. In late January, WhatsApp revealed that approximately 90 users, including journalists and civil society members, were targeted last year by Paragon's spyware. This revelation raises critical questions about how Paragon's government clients utilize this powerful hacking tool. 3 individuals publicly identified themselves as victims: Francesco Cancellato, an Italian journalist; Luca Casarini, a prominent Italian NGO founder assisting immigrants; and Husam El Gamadi, a Libyan activist residing in Sweden. These individuals reported that their mobile phones were likely compromised in 2020. The Guardian reported Paragon's termination of its contract with Italy for violating contract terms. Italy, just hours before The Guardian's publication, denied any knowledge or involvement in targeting the journalist and activists, promising a full investigation. The escalating reports of spyware abuse, including the targeting of American diplomats by NSO's spyware, prompted the Biden administration to blacklist NSO in 2021, citing the company's facilitation of transnational repression and threat to national security. This action makes the revelation, reported by Wired, that the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE) agency under the Biden administration signed a $2 million 1-year. The contract was reportedly suspended following public disclosure, with its current status remaining unclear. ICE failed to respond to requests for comment regarding the situation and the implications for national security and the protection of civil liberties. The contrast between the Biden administration's actions regarding NSO and its engagement with Paragon highlights a complex landscape in the realm of cybersecurity and national security. The Biden administration's stated commitment to combating transnational repression and protecting human rights appears at odds with the use of similar technology by a U.S. agency, raising concerns about potential inconsistencies and the need for greater transparency and accountability in the government's use of such powerful surveillance tools. The situation further complicates when considering the previous administration's rhetoric and actions. Unlike the current administration's public pronouncements against perceived political enemies, the Trump administration's approach, while not explicitly involving spyware, exhibited a pattern of targeting political opponents. Trump repeatedly threatened to utilize the military against the enemy from within, identifying various individuals for potential prosecution, including career prosecutors who investigated him, members of the military, members of Congress, intelligence agents, and former officials critical of his administration. While he never explicitly stated his intention to use spyware against these perceived rivals, the underlying sentiment of targeting political opponents through aggressive means remains a significant concern. The contrasting approaches of the two administrations highlight the potential for misuse of powerful surveillance technology, regardless of political affiliation. The lack of transparency and accountability surrounding the use of spyware by government agencies underscores the urgent need for stronger regulatory frameworks and oversight mechanisms to prevent the abuse of such technologies and protect fundamental rights and freedoms. The cases involving Paragon and NSO illustrate the critical need for a comprehensive reassessment of government contracts involving surveillance technologies, emphasizing ethical considerations, transparency, and robust accountability measures to prevent future abuses and safeguard democratic values. The potential for such technologies to be misused against journalists, activists, and political opponents highlights the inherent risks and the urgent need for stricter regulations and international cooperation to address this growing threat. This issue transcends national boundaries and requires a global approach to ensure the responsible development and deployment of cyber technologies, protecting fundamental human rights in the digital age. The ongoing investigations and the lack of complete transparency from both Paragon and the involved government agencies leave many questions unanswered, prompting calls for greater scrutiny and stricter regulation of the spyware industry. The need for oversight mechanisms to prevent future abuses and safeguard democratic values is paramount. The implications for global security and the erosion of trust in democratic institutions demand a comprehensive and